All right, all right. Testing, testing.
Testing, testing. Sarah should get a prize for being first.
Of course. Sarah should get a prize always. There we go. It is working. We're coming through. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, everyone. Dun, 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 dun. Last time we had Happy. What happened? It was like a fake upgrade. We had real music.
Don't know. Team Gold. Ooh.
Didn't know. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna try to make a keto cake tonight.
What goes into a keto cake besides not
Nothing.
flour?
Just like air with a little air. With a little air. Yeah, you switch out the flour, you switch out the sugar. It's sad. The recipe is sad, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna taste sad.
Yeah, Joyce says it tastes gross in the comments, so she's probably right.
It's a blueberry cake.
Okay, that sounds better than a keto cake, so you should just say it's a blueberry cake.
Is Joyce even on? What's Joyce's name?
I
We got Rosemary
Oh,
here.
no. Maybe she's not in the thingy. Joyce, you're supposed
Come
to
on,
join the Kahoot.
Joyce.
Come on.
There she is. The Joycer.
All right, so if you
So
have
what are our
never
categories tonight, Thomas?
I'll explain. Also, if you've never played before, on the screen there's all the instructions you need. You go to the website, you type in this pin, and then you join the game. Tonight's categories are some wonderful ones. Our Catholic category is sacraments, specifically. The second category is general math. Not like math questions. There's no like have to write out equations or anything, but like math facts. The third category is video games, and the fourth category is world languages. It's a real fun time. I made them. They're all things that I like, so you know.
Can you tell it's Thomas's night? Okay, Thomas. Come on, Ryan, get on PM chat.
Yeah, Ryan.
We go through this every week.
So I don't see.
Just roll in at 6:10.
I don't see a Julia this week.
But Jacob is Tarboro, right?
I think so.
think.
That's what you said last week, at least. Yeah.
We lost Joyce.
Oh no. Ryan says he already has invited them. You did your best.
I invited
Ryan.
them too.
It's all you can do.
That's all you can do. Tonight's going to be a toss-up with these categories. It's going to be all luck, basically.
I mean, they're not super hard category. Or like the questions aren't written hard because they're all multiple choice. So you might not know it, but yeah.
You have a chance at least.
I believe in all of you.
Me too. I would not believe in myself with video games or math, but I believe in these people. Does Rosemary need to be somewhere to chat? She needs to be on
the
on
YouTube stream
on
has like a
YouTube.
comment section.
It's right on the main page there.
Yeah.
So sometimes it helps to use two devices if you're using your computer for YouTube and then playing Kahoot on your phone rather than switching back and forth. That can be helpful. But you also don't need the chat feature. If you can hear us and see us on YouTube,
yeah,
that's fine. You don't need to answer through the chat. You answer through the Kahoot.
The chat's just if you want to tell us that we did something wrong. If you want to say hi to everyone else. Yeah. All right, we'll give you one more minute. If you know anyone else who's planning to join and hasn't, hassle them. Now's the time. All right, are we ready, Miss Mercer?
We're ready.
Okay. Here we go, guys. We are beginning.
All right. 40 questions. Week 6, we think.
Yeah.
We've lost count.
Everyone has lost track of time.
How many sacraments are there in the Catholic Church?
You guys better all get this one right. I'll be real disappointed.
Oh, thank goodness.
You all can stay. Sarah and Jack at the top. Early lead. There we go.
All right, I'm moving. I always forget where I put our chat so I can see everything.
It's okay. Question 2. Which sacrament could you perform right now if it was an emergency?
Some of them would be more fun than the others.
Baptism. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Tarbro in the lead. Here we go. Which sacrament does not use chrism oil?
And chrism oil specifically. There are different oils we have, but chrism oil. I got you guys. There's a, what's it called? There's like an oil of the healing oil or something, anointing of the sick oil specifically. That's different. Chrism is used in baptism, confirmation, and holy orders. And my beard balm.
Which church council officially defined the 7 sacraments?
I didn't really expect you guys to get that one either, if we're being honest. Who knows what councils are?
Councils are important, Thomas.
I mean, the things that come out of the councils are kind of important. I would say knowing the 7 sacraments is more important than knowing that they came out of the Council of Trent, you know?
True. I'm thinking back. Are you The anointing of the sick and viaticum are different. I think people can do viaticum, like lay people, I think. But that's not
That's a
anointing of the
separate
sick.
thing. Okay.
In holy matrimony, who is the minister that actually performs the sacrament? But they're usually paired. I mean, they're paired up.
In our Roman Catholic theology, it is actually the bride and groom who are doing the sacrament. It's kind of cool.
They're like celebrating it for each
Yeah,
other.
yeah. The priest or the deacon or whoever is just like a witness, technically.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Tarbro off to an early lead.
Shocking. Just wait for the next categories, though.
Which sacrament is the most important? The Eucharist as the source and summit and all that jazz.
I'm still having a hard time finding out where to put us. I had it last week.
It's okay.
I'm blocking everything.
None of the audience is going to know what you're talking about because it's not what it looks like to them.
Which of the following is not a degree or level of holy
Way to go, guys. I'm proud of you. Right, Sarah Eck coming up to take the 5th place spot.
On the board. Which is not one of the sacraments of initiation. Five seconds left. Holy orders. That'd be good, otherwise a lot of us would not be initiated.
Mm-hmm.
Tarbro keeping that lead.
It's shrinking
But
a little bit,
Rosemary,
though, yeah.
streak with 4 correct answers in a row. Coming up strong.
Which of these is not a name for the sacrament where a priest/god is forgiving your sins? Everyone got it right. Good job.
Keeping his lead. What is this? Oh, we have lots of answer streaks. 4 players hitting their answer streaks.
Gotta make the questions harder.
Is it possible to receive both holy orders and holy matrimony? The answer is yes.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple different ways. You could be a deacon who's married. You could be like an Anglican priest or an Eastern Orthodox priest who converted to the Roman Catholic faith and you're married. You can keep your wife. Or if you are like an older guy who maybe your wife passed away, you can become a priest after that as well.
Yeah, widower. Widower.
Ooh, Ryan jumped up into the leaderboard with that one.
But as you enter the priesthood, you stay in whatever state of matrimony. So if you're a deacon and your wife passes, you're not allowed to get remarried. Or if you're a priest and your wife dies, you can't get remarried either.
No dating deacons. That is true.
No dating. Yeah, or yeah, if you enter in single, you must stay single, right?
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
So.
This is the math category. We
What
start out
is
real
2
difficult.
plus 2? This is not a trick question. It's just Thomas being
Good job. Marissa was complaining about a math category, so I made the first one real easy just in case.
What is the name of the Greek mathematician who developed a theorem about triangles? Pythagoras.
The Pythagorean theorem.
It's a good time.
Is it a good time? I don't know. 13. What is the most basic branch of mathematics? It involves addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication.
Arithmetic.
Algebra is basically the same, but it has variables as well.
I was going to say that. What is the name of the number used to calculate the circumference of a circle, often abbreviated as 3.14? Very good.
You guys are so smart. All
Often
budding
celebrated in
mathematicians.
March with the baking of pies. All right, Tarbro keeping his lead, but Joyce coming up
9.
quick.
Wow.
Rosemary staying on the board. Ryan and Team Gold. I'm going to guess that's the Gold family staying on the board there.
Which of these is not a prime number? The rule for a prime number is that it's only divisible by itself and 1, and 0 is not divisible by 1 in the same way.
But if you have any questions, you should ask Siri what 0 divided by 0 is. The answer is hilarious. You can Google it too if you don't have Siri. If you think it's too Big Brother. Joyce taking the lead.
Wow. Joyce knows her primes.
She does. All right. Let's see. See what we got. What is the name of the base 2 number system that computers run on? Like everyone knows. Binary.
You guys are so smart.
Super smart. Joyce keeping that lead. All right. What is the name of the branch of mathematics that studies derivatives and integrals? Calculus.
The most fun. High school students everywhere love it. Apparently it's Carly's birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Carly.
Woo!
You're like 3 years old now, right?
That's so nice. Ryan has the highest answer streak of 11 in a row. Correct. Go, Ryan. Keep it up. You'll get to that one slot. What is a proof in mathematics? No. Exactly what I was gonna say. Wait, I'm confused.
About what?
I'm confused about. Oh, it's just the spacing. Look at Ryan's score. Doesn't it look funny?
It's just because it's the ones, yeah. All the ones are like twice as thin as all the other numbers, so it looks real small.
No.
Yeah. Marissa's
Yeah.
making things up, guys.
It looks weird. It looks like it has less digits. All right, here we go.
Which of these individuals is not known for his contribution to mathematics?
The answer is Marissa Ferreira. And number no, decimal. Like no math at all?
Well, he did a lot of math things, but it was like using math for physics, not creating math things itself.
Ryan,
Wow.
winner circle.
That's pretty impressive, Ryan. 13.
Pretty impressive.
Also, no, I don't think this counts as studying for a final, but that's okay.
How many regular polyhedra are there?
Polyhedra.
Polyhedra, also polyhedras. My guess would be
So a polyhedron.
Can you explain that?
A polyhedron is a 3D shape made up of only flat sides of a 2D shape, and it is regular if all of the sides are the same shape. So like a pyramid that's triangle, triangle, triangle on 4 sides is a regular polyhedra, and there's only 5 of them. It's real cool. All of the dice that you would use are always one of the polyhedra.
Okay.
Most people only use the square die, but there are other ones too.
The more you know.
It's my college degree coming in clutch. All right.
Who is the most famous video game character It's a me, a Mario. Ryan holding on to that lead. Joyce coming on her way to the top.
Which is not one of the big 3 video game console brands?
exist?
I don't think the company exists anymore, as far as I know.
Was it just like handheld? Sega's are handheld?
They had a Sega Genesis, which was a console, and it only had Sonic, and then it died because it only had Sonic.
All right. What was the first video game ever? Is that with the things that
It's
go
just
across?
the ball and the paddles. Yeah. Super basic.
Super basic. All right. Ryan holding on to that lead.
What is the most profitable video game of all time? Which one made the most money? This was actually a big news story last year. It was Tetris for forever, and then Minecraft took over.
Old school. If you think about it, Tetris has a huge empire. Like, it's just pop culture.
And it's been
Like,
around
they have
forever, yeah.
Yeah, they have like clothing, like, everything. What is the name of the main character in the Legend of Zelda franchise?
Do you know this one, Marissa?
No. Yes, the obvious, but I don't think it's right. But obviously that would
It was a trick question, yes.
Trick question for people like me, Thomas. All right, Ryan holding on to that lead. On what console was the first Halo game released?
Do you know this one? It might be old enough for you to know in your old age.
That's cute. You're cute. That's very cute. I don't know what I would have picked.
The original Xbox.
The original Xbox.
It was like the first game, I think. It was launched with the original Xbox.
I remember it being a big deal.
People love Halo.
What year was that?
Like 2003, early thousands.
Yeah.
Ryan on another answer streak.
People were playing it like my freshman year of college, like nonstop. All the jocks.
I don't even want to tell you where I was in 2003.
I was not in college yet.
Which is the most profitable esports game worldwide?
How many Halos were there?
3 and then some. I think they're up to like 5 now because they're still.
I probably remember them playing the after games. League of Legends.
I was looking up the numbers for this. Last year, League of Legends made $1.6 billion with their esports game. It's crazy. That's a lot of money.
There are people who just play professionally.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. They don't shower though, right?
I don't think you can generalize like that, but...
All right, Ryan, keeping that strong lead. Joyce in second. We think it's Jacob in third. And Jack and Rosemary still on the board.
Approximately how many different games has Mario appeared in?
I can't even imagine. Well, I could probably imagine. It's like Disney, where other Disney characters appear in like the background of.
He's in all sorts of things.
Yeah. Ryan.
The leaderboard did not change because they all got it wrong that time.
What happens in the game Animal Crossing, which is Thomas's great idea of a Saturday night?
It is. What's the answer, Marissa?
I don't know. I click on Reddit threads and then I realize it was the gaming thread and I'm like, ugh, and I just click back. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting, and then it's not. It's under gaming. And it's always Animal Crossing. You are in debt to a raccoon and you need to fish and catch bugs to pay it off.
That is the whole game. And you can get like furniture and clothing and accessorize. It's super cute.
Super wholesome.
Yeah. It's like the most wholesome video game you'll ever play.
I'm glad it's your video game of choice, Thomas. It says a lot about your personality. Ryan keeping that lead. Here we go.
Last video game question. Which is not one of the options for starters in the very first Pokemon game? Pokemon Red or Blue? Or Pokemon Green, if you were in Japan specifically.
Pikachu.
Mm-hmm. You could pick either Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle if you wanted to be the fire type, the grass type, or the water type.
So ridiculous. How many languages are there in the world?
Yeah, our last category is languages. World languages.
Does this include like dialects and everything?
I don't think so. Just pure different languages. You guys got that right. I'm impressed.
It's a strong lead.
Wow.
And how many? How many? Let me move this. Oh, 3 correct answers. Ryan. What is the term for a person who can speak many different
You can also be multilingual as an adjective, but the noun is polyglot.
All right. Jacob, moving up to second. In the US, what is the third most popular language?
Pranked you guys.
I would have guessed Chinese too.
If you include all of the Chineses together, it is the third most popular. But if it's just Mandarin or just Cantonese or just the other ones,
Thomas.
But also, there's such a huge gap between like it's English and then Spanish has like tens of millions, and then the next one's like 4 million speakers. It's huge. Spanish and English are the go-tos.
Right. All right. Which of these languages is English most closely related German.
Good job, guys.
You should show up. You should share your desktop background, Thomas. It's real interesting.
I do have a beautiful, if you just Google like language tree art, and there's like this cute tree with all the languages coming out. It's been my desktop background for 6 years.
And like where they originate from and all the different ways they go.
It's real cute.
It's very cool. It makes for a rather busy backdrop, but if it's your thing.
Wow. Judgmental, but that's okay. Which of these is not a Romance language? Polish. Yes. Do you know where the term Romance language comes from?
It's like a Roman, like anything that's derived off of Roman, right?
From Rome, which is from Latin. Rome, yeah. Yep.
The big ones, the important ones.
Yes, it's not just love languages, you know.
Oh no.
What is the oldest written language that we have a record of?
Ooh, I think I know this. Sumerian. From
Sumeria.
In
the Fertile Crescent region.
Okay.
Yeah, they did some of that cuneiform writing, if you've ever heard that term.
Okay.
Yeah.
The more you know. On average, how long does it take for a language to turn into multiple different languages? This varies a lot.
It does, yes. But there is a broad...
Not French. They don't allow
This is if you like took a group of speakers and you split them in half and you put half of them on one island and half on the other. That's how long it would be before they couldn't understand each other anymore, basically.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We were talking about this a couple months ago with some of the islands in North Carolina. Like they still have kind of their own language, but it's dying out with the population that like doesn't leave the island for college and work and things like that.
Yeah.
Similar in like the Appalachian Mountains and things like that. It's really interesting. What is the most spoken language in the world? Mandarin Chinese?
It is Mandarin because China is so large.
China.
I think there's like more speakers of Mandarin just in China than there are of English in the whole world, I think.
Wow. All right, Ryan keeping that strong lead.
Isabel comes up to the 5th place spot. Bravo.
Bravo, bravo.
One more, 2 more.
And we have Sarah, or Sarah's family, has a streak with 5 correct answers in a row. Go, Sarah. Called out. Here we go. What is the record for number of languages known by one person? Like fluently?
I didn't look too much into it.
Why? Impressed by any number.
that is currently living, at least. I don't know if there's like some person who's dead that knew a lot more, but currently alive.
But they died, so it's fine.
All right.
All right.
One more
Isabel
question.
with a hot streak. One more question. Our last question. Who's reading it?
I'll read
Me or
it.
you?
I'll do
You read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What % of the world is multilingual, so they can speak 2 or more languages? It is the norm in the world to be able to speak more than one language.
Not in America.
No, not in the U.S.
Yours!
Harper.
Jakob.
And our first place grand prize winner, Ryan.
Ryan has won before, hasn't he?
So,
We should get a prize for Ryan. For
Ryan's
being
pretty
a
good.
constant contestant.
Also, he had a big lead tonight. If you look at his score versus the next one.
Yep. Held on to that strong lead.
Alright. Thank you everyone for playing. Our next trivia will be a week from today again.
Same day, same time.
Same day, same time. It's gonna be fun. If you have category requests, feel free to let us know.
I feel like this usually goes to another screen.
It usually stops playing music after a while, but it's still going.
Get the hug! There it is.
We go. Yep. All right. Now that it's a little more peaceful. Thank you guys all for playing. We had a fun time. Good to see you, whatever.
Everyone invite one more family for next week. Send them
you
the
don't
links.
have to, but if you want to invite more people.
No, you do. It's mandatory.
If you invite people, it lowers your chance of winning, but anyway, thanks guys.
But the prizes so far haven't been very good, so it's
I don't think
really
we've had a
just
real
bragging
prize
rights.
at all yet. Yes. It's real hard to find prizes that you can give people without going to see them in some way, you know?
It's true. It's true. All right, folks. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everyone.